Hello everybody and welcome to another golden shot guide for hard version here in Golf Clash the game. Before we take a look at the guide, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. If you do want to take your game to the next level, go and get the exclusive tour text guides or the ultimate tournament guides, best guides on the market in whatever direction you want to take your game. So in this golden shot, we're gonna play Parc hole number 8, and I do believe that there was probably a lot of people that didn't want to have this one, but I personally, I wanted to have this one because I feel very comfortable on hole number 8, and also I feel comfortable that we're not gonna have any in-between clubs situation. However though, it's not gonna be an easy one. We're just gonna hit perfect, then we're gonna expect a hole-in-one. But the guide is based on a lot of shots. The guide is based on a lot of hole-in-ones with various wind angle. And in this video, you will see some of them. So, let's take a closer look. Parc hole number 8. If you do get a hole-in-one, you can get obsidian chest. If you do get the yellow ring, amber chest, red ring, crimson chest, then we do have aqua chest for the light blue ring and cobalt chest for the dark blue ring. And if you do have more questions about the golden shot, you can press the question mark and then you can read about the frequently asked questions, or you can press the button contact us and send in a ticket to the Golf Clash support if you experience an error or if you just have more questions. Above here, you can see that we're gonna play with a golden long iron, and the adjustment is max plus 10. And that adjustment and club is something we're gonna play with in regardless but wind direction, wind strength we are going to have. VPR table can be found on the right hand side here on the screen. If you obviously don't have to use that, because we obviously have everything like this in the text guide as well, which we're gonna take a look at in the end. When it comes to this version, we're gonna play with two different landing positions that is very similar. And the reason we do play with two different positions is due to the fact that in Tailwind, if we would be playing the same spot as we have in Headwind, we will risk getting a glitch roll. And that's the same if we would be playing the Headwind landing position, if we play the Tailwind landing position in Headwind, then we risk having a glitch roll in Headwind. So that's why we have to have two positions to give you the best possible outcome. This is the position that we do play in Headwind and Headwind only. So if you do have a Headwind angle, this is the position. So what you're looking for is to have the bottom of the yellow ring by the shadow, right of yellow by the rough line. You can also see that the second bounce before the spin has been applied is just to the left of the pin. If we do then have a tailwind or crosswind, so a tailwind or crosswind, we're going to move up approximately 2 rings and have top of the yellow ring by the edge of the shadow and the right side of the yellow ring by the rough line. So two different landing positions that is similar, but again it's to avoid the glitch roll that otherwise could cause you, not getting a chest at all, which obviously is absolute poop if that's going to happen. So let's take a look at the videos here. I do have 6 videos for you with different wind angles, and we start off here with shot number 1. 6.2, we do have a crosswind and a headwind. So every time we do have a headwind, you remember we start here with the yellow ring by the bottom of the yellow ring by the shadow and right side of the yellow ring by the rough line. Now I'm using 2.9 backspin. I'm using 0.9, I would say, or like a 0.8 heavy right spin to, the side spin to the right. 6.2 miles per hour is going to be 3.7 rings. And have in mind that in the golden shot guides, we always pull over bullseye. So always position you in a way that you can pull over the bullseye, because the bullseye is blurry. So if we pull to the bullseye, we will have an issue in getting accurate adjustment. We bounce and we roll, and unfortunately we missed that one just right. And this is due to that we were a little bit too heavy on the side spin. So we need to make sure that we do a proper 0.8 and not do a heavy one like I did there. So next shot, and we're gonna take a look now to have a headwind, but from the other direction, southeast. Now, bottom of the yellow ring by the shadow line, and then right side of the yellow ring by the rough line. And once we have found the position, we are going to add spin. And we're going to play this one 2.9 backspin. And I'm gonna apply some left spin as well, and I'm gonna apply 0.2 bars of left spin. Or sorry, 0.1 bar of left spin is what I'm using here in the video. 6.5 miles per hour is 3.9 rings. So again, I position myself on the blue, pulling over the bullseye to make sure, once again, that I'm not gonna end up at the bullseye and have an inaccurate adjustment. As always, center the ball properly and hit perfect. Ball comes up here and we are getting short in line. No, we can't have the ball go short in line. That's just absolutely terrible. Amber chest is what we're getting then, at least. So we have Kingfisher. Honestly, Kingfisher isn't bad on this account, as honestly what I'm looking for is to make sure that I'm maxing out all my clubs. So third shot, and we do have a little tailwind and a little crosswind, and that's why we're going to move up, and we're going to play at the position that is the tailwind position. So every time we do have any tailwind, we're going to move up, and that's the same obviously with crosswind. So top of the yellow ring by the edge of the shadow line there, and then by the rough line to the right. I'm using, in this case, 3.5 backspin and half a bar of side spin to the left. 5.6 miles per hour is 3.4 rings. We're going to pull over the bullseye once again. 3.4 rings. Center the ball. Focus and hit perfect. There we go. Let's go. Bounces nicely on the fairway. Can we get it in then? Yes, we can. Swirly in. A swirly in. Nice. We love that. All right. Cobalt chest has already gotten the other chest, including the hole-in-one on this account when I did hit this hole-in-one, but it was good and nice to see with that type of in-between win, which always are the tougher one. There we go to the next one. We do then have 6.2 miles per hour. Now we do have more a proper northeast wind here, in my opinion. So once again, when we do have tailwind or crosswind, top of the yellow ring by the shadow line, right side of the yellow ring, to the right by the rough line. Apply spin, which is, in this case, I'm gonna apply 4 bars of backspin. 4 bars of backspin, and I'm using 0.3 bars of left spin. 6.2 miles per hour is a total of 3.7 rings. 3.7 adjusted. Now I need to hurry up because the clock goes quick. Perfect ball. Let's get in the hole. Bounce, bounce. And you can see in tailwind, it looks like we're coming in hot, but the fact is that we're starting higher up, and with more backspin, it's gonna be more jumps on the green, but that doesn't mean that we would miss by a mile if we would miss the pin. It means that we just would have a more abrupt stop when it comes with the backspin. So we got Obsidian Chest, Tsunami, that's okay, I'm not happy with Tsunami, but it's okay, Next one, 5.2. Now we do have a crosswind and headwind. Bottom of the yellow ring by the sand trap line. Right side of the yellow ring by the rough line. Set spin, 2.9 bars of backspin. 0.8 bars of side spin to the right. 3.1 in adjustment. Again, I position myself on the blue ring this time to pull 1.1 over the bullseye. So it's going to be 3.1 rings. Wasn't really satisfied with my spin setup there, so I'm changing it a little bit just to adapt a little bit to the wind angle that I have, as I read it as more towards a southwest wind, but in the end changed it to be a little bit more headwind in terms of that angle. And I did that right. Sometimes we make the correct call, which I did it in the end here, which is funny. Not funny. It's awesome. Woohoo! Obsidian chest again. Let's see what we get. Skewer, Hornet, Off-roader, and some berserker balls in the end. Nice. Let's go with the final shot here. We do have a crosswind coming left to right. Now we position us on the high place here, or a high position, which is a tailwind and a crosswind landing spot. 3.5 bar of backspin is what I'm gonna be using here in the end. Half a bar of left spin. 6.2 miles per hour is 3.7 rings. I don't really had enough finger there, so I had to go back and move that finally the click as well as I zoomed in a little bit too much. Center the ball, hit perfect, have some fun with Parc the Paris, hole number 8. Bounces nicely on the fairway, we'll like it again. Jumps in for a lovely hole-in-one here again. So, a bunch of hole-in-ones with different wind angles. Again, a bunch of different shots. Obsidian chest in the house. This is a good chance, in my opinion, to stock up with some berserkers. But as always, when you do play the golden shot, you need to play it accurate. You need to play it in the technical way that is described. You cannot go with a big pull angle. You cannot go with underpower, overpower, or curl when you're centering the ball. Then you will have an inconsistent result, which is unfortunately the biggest reason why people do not get the effect that they want to when it comes to the golden shot or any other guide or plays possible. Alright, let's take a look at the text guide. And text guide is, as always, made by my friend Tony Richards, and you can find his link to the channel in the description down below. Please go over and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. This text guide you can find for free on golfclashtommy.com, and also you can find it in the description down below and posted in the various communities that regards Golf Clash. So we start on the left side, which is going to be the headwind route. Bottom of the yellow ring by the shadow, right of yellow ring by the rough. And then we do play this one max plus 10. We do that obviously in tailwind, crosswind as well. And then we do have the spins, which is 2.5 backspin, no side spin in direct headwind. 2.9 backspin, 0.2 left spin in the wind coming left to right with headwind. Wind coming right to left with headwind. 2.9 backspin, 0.8 right spin. Then we do have the right side, which is the tailwind and crosswind route. Top of yellow ring by the shadow, right of yellow ring by the rough. And then we do have direct tailwind 4 backspin, 0.2 left spin. Wind coming left to right with tailwind, 3.9 backspin and 0.3 left spin. Wind coming right to left with tailwind, 4 backspin, 0.3 left spin. Wind coming left to right with just direct crosswind, 3.5 backspin, 0.5 left spin. Wind coming right to left with crosswind, 3.5 backspin and 0.2 right spin. We use different landing positions to avoid a glitch roll in tailwinds. Both positions use the same adjustment and the same VPR table. That's the yellow box that is in the bottom right of the text guide. So, there we do have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope and I wish you that you do have a lot of luck here with the golden shot, because this is, in my opinion, a good chance to stock up with some berserkers. And berserkers becomes way more important nowadays, especially when you can't win them in the same extent as you could before in tournaments. So, let me know in the comment section below how it went. If you have lately had issue with getting a good result in the golden shot, make sure that you put your screen recorder on when you take your shot, because there is never a replay saved of the golden shot. And the reason I want you to do that is because then you can email that to support@golfclashtommy.com and we can help you be doing better for the next time. Much love to you all, and thank you so much for watching, and good luck in the golden shot.